Lesson 97, Similes. Hello, and welcome to this lesson. Today, we are going to learn useful similes for describing people, objects, feelings, and situations. Similes make comparisons by using as or like, and they often create a clear picture in the listener's mind. A. Similes with as. As. Similes using as are often easy to understand, even when you do not know every word in the expression. For example, as dead as a doornail simply means completely dead. You do not need to know exactly what a doornail is to understand the meaning of the whole phrase. Fixed similes are usually informal and are often humorous. Some expressions can sound negative or offensive, especially when they describe a person's appearance or abilities. It is therefore sensible to recognize these expressions without necessarily using them yourself. Creating a picture in your mind can help you remember them. Someone who is as blind as a bat cannot see well. A person who is as thin as a rake is extremely thin. Someone who is as strong as an ox is very strong. A person who is as quiet as a mouse makes almost no noise. Pairs of opposite similes. Some similes are easier to remember as pairs of opposites. Something extremely heavy is as heavy as lead, while something extremely light is as light as a feather. A person who is very drunk may be described as drunk as a lord, while someone completely sober is as sober as a judge. Something extremely dark is as black as night, while something perfectly white is as white as snow. The expression as white as snow is particularly common in fairy tales. Similes with memorable sound patterns. Some similes are memorable because of their rhythm or repeated sounds. A well-behaved child may be described as good as gold. Someone who remains completely calm is as cool as a cucumber. A person who is extremely active and has a great deal to do is as busy as a bee. Other useful as similes. Something extremely hard can be described as hard as iron. The bed was as hard as iron, and I could not sleep. Something completely dry is as dry as a bone. I will give this plant some water. The soil is as dry as a bone. Someone behaving in a very strange or crazy way may be described as mad as a hatter. He is as mad as a hatter. He crossed the Atlantic in a bathtub. Someone who behaves with great confidence and shows no embarrassment is as bold as brass. She was as bold as brass and told the teacher that his lessons were boring. Someone who cannot hear well may be described as deaf as a post. You will have to speak slowly and clearly because he is as deaf as a post. Something extremely easy is as easy as pie. Do not worry. Passing this examination is as easy as pie. Someone who reacts or answers immediately is as quick as a flash. She knew the answer as quick as a flash. Someone with beautifully pale skin may be described as white as snow. The princess's skin was as white as snow. When someone suddenly becomes pale because of fear or horror, their face may become as white as a sheet. When he saw it, his face went as white as a sheet. Someone who is extremely ill and vomiting may be described as sick as a dog. The fish was bad, and I was as sick as a dog. The expression as sick as a parrot describes a strong feeling of disappointment or frustration. She ran off with my money, and I felt as sick as a parrot. When someone becomes very red because of embarrassment or another strong emotion, their face may go as red as a beetroot. When I told him, his face went as red as a beetroot. Language help, as can be. You can strengthen many similes by using the structure as can be. For example, I need a drink. I am as thirsty as can be. This means that the speaker is extremely thirsty. B. Similes with like. Similes using like also compare one person, thing, or situation with another. When something happens very smoothly and successfully, it works like a dream. My plan worked like a dream, and the problem was soon solved. Someone who notices everything may have eyes like a hawk. Be careful that the boss does not see you. She has eyes like a hawk. Someone who eats a great deal may eat like a horse, while someone who drinks a great deal may drink like a fish. No wonder he is fat. He eats like a horse and drinks like a fish. To sleep like a log means to sleep very deeply. Did you sleep well? Yes, thank you. I slept like a log. Someone with a mind like a sieve or a head like a sieve is very forgetful. I forgot to call him again. I have a mind like a sieve. Someone who is like a bear with a sore head is in a very bad temper. The boss is like a bear with a sore head today. A person who behaves like a bull in a china shop is very clumsy and may also be insensitive. She goes around like a bull in a china shop. Something that is like a red rag to a bull is certain to make someone extremely angry. Criticizing the government in his presence is like a red rag to a bull.